Lynches Historical Society Museum. One of the things that we're going to talk about a whole bunch is with the Revolutionary War. Before we get started with that, we got to understand in South Carolina what the people are. So in South Carolina, you have two different countries, is basic way of putting it. You have the Low Country, which is where you get your idea of plantations, prosperous wealth, a lot of rice, indigo, as well as a lot of slaves. Then you have the Back Country. The Back Country is your frontiersmen, where you're getting a lot of Welsh, Scots-Irish, French Huguenots, and others who look back there and they're more trying to live off the land itself. You also have, if they're prosperous enough, they might have one slave, but that slave would live with them and actually treated a lot better than what we imagine slavery to be. But however, the Back Country also has what's called frontier justice. What that means is if you take the law into your own hands, if your neighbor steals your horse, you would gather up a bunch of people together and you go right off and you would serve justice yourself. This ends up sparking a lot of tension that is later on helped with the cause of the Revolutionary War. So today we're going to be talking about the Battle of 96. This is the first Battle of 96, which ends up being the first important battle within South Carolina because it's the first battle of the Southern Revolution. Everyone's heard about Lexington and Concord. This Battle of 96, otherwise known as Savage's Old Fields, is actually a civil war. So we talked earlier about how tensions build up due to this frontier justice. We have a huge amount of people who have these tensions build up and this war breaks out. And you hear this person who killed your brother, a family member, or anything like that, ends up joining this side. You'd end up joining the other side in hopes of killing them. Battle of 96. 96 is known for what's called the Star Fort. This was a fort designed in a star up on a hill. It had an inner side palisade, or an inner fort. That way, if the star fell, they could fall back to the palisade. And this ends up in a 3-day stalemate. Ends up with at least 67 people dead. However, no true victor. However, we do have our first casualty in the war, James Birmingham, who everyone who's a part of this battle is all from South Carolina and all end up being Americans. Though this is the first one, there's one more battle to come within this revolution early on in the war. We hope everyone's able to learn a lot more about the revolution, especially here at Lynch Historical Society Museum.